Dave Clark, and I've had Parkinson's for the last 7 years. 2011 I was diagnosed. 25th of January, 10:47. My life changed forever.
Tends to stick with you, doesn't it, the date?
It does. You sort of remember it. Yeah, down in Wimbledon at the specialist, and told me I got Parkinson's. I'd been through it before with my dad, so it was a double whammy for me.
So what led you to go and kind of get that appointment? What had kind of been happening in the run-up?
Well, it was weird. I felt a bit flat, you know, just my mood was pretty level, which was unusual for me. And someone referred to my plastic hand, which my right hand wasn't moving very well, and I'd sort of keep it still, and it became a little bit claw-like. And then my writing was getting smaller, and my grip was sort of loosening a bit, and I just felt weird. So I went to the doctors, and they said, "Nah, it's something like, you know, trapped nerve or something like that. Definitely not Parkinson's." Because I was worried about Parkinson's with my dad, even though I was told it wasn't hereditary. And then went to the specialist, and on that day, 25th of January, I was diagnosed, which was pretty quick actually. 3 months after I noticed something going wrong, I was diagnosed, which I'm thankful for, because it allows you to get your life in order a little bit.
So, do you do anything on that day to kind of, mark the passing of time or anything? Because I find I kind of have like a celebration each year, and I know that sounds weird, and people have slated me for it, but do you do anything on that day?
Well, it's weird. Some people are addicted to various things with the drugs they're on. I'm addicted to Bruce Springsteen, but it's an addiction that went back before I was diagnosed. So what I tend to do is, if Bruce Springsteen's playing somewhere in the world on that day, the 25th of January, I'll go and see him. So far, madly, I've been to Perth, Australia, Cape Town, Madrid, where else? New York. So around about that day, I often go see Bruce Springsteen and jet off somewhere around the world to see him.
You've got a January coming up. Have you got another trip planned then to go and see him? Or?
Well, he's playing in New York. I haven't managed to get a ticket yet, but he's playing on Broadway, a show on Broadway, so I'm thinking of maybe going out there, or haven't got myself. Normally I get the Christmas darts out of the way, because I present the darts on Sky Sports, which is 16 days. And then when I'm knackered at the end of it, I buy myself a treat, so go somewhere, do something mad.
I thought it was bad for buying myself a chocolate treat. That's quite a treat, Dave.
Don't talk about chocolates.
So, when you were diagnosed, did you, I can imagine it was pretty difficult with, difficult doesn't even really cut it, pretty difficult with what had happened with your dad and things like that. I mean, are you happy to talk about that? Or?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about it, because basically I do everything that my dad didn't do. My dad had it for 7 years. I've had it now longer than my dad had it, because my dad took his own life because of Parkinson's. And he basically got diagnosed, was trying to cover it up, was a salesman in West Yorkshire, selling paint, got accused of being drunk, turning up to meetings, just hid it away. Everyone thought, he used to have to write his letters by hand, so he used to hide himself in the back room, have his dinner, away from us, and just keep himself to himself, and never told anybody, never even told me about it. And I discovered he got it from watching a TV programme on Parkinson's.
Seriously?
And put two and two together and realised my dad had Parkinson's. Wow. My mum never talked about it. And it was something. I mean, at different times, people handle things in a different way back then. And he just withdrew, got depressed, and ended his life, which was really sad. So basically, I had Parkinson's for 2.5 years, and I just told the family, and decided to write an article in the Daily Mail about my whole situation. And it was the best thing I ever did, really, because I remember doing a World Championship fight years ago, when I used to present the boxing, and be trying to get my cufflinks on. I was in a cupboard trying to do my tie-up. The clock was ticking down to going on air, and I was shaking and thinking, this is just ridiculous, what am I doing? So now's the time to go public after 2.5 years. So I wrote this article, got a massive response, and loads of people wrote to me and stuff, saying how brave it was. Basically now I find that I like to talk about Parkinson's rather than hide it away, because my dad didn't do that. And I think it's important that people speak about it, and you've got to develop a bit of a rhino hide when you're walking around, because people stare at you and maybe think you're drunk as well. But I found, because I'm relatively high profile. I'm a bit symptomatic now, but relatively high profile. It's helped a lot of people. So I mentor probably 10 or 15 people who write to me regularly, email me, just as support, really.
That's really nice. That's so lovely that you're kind of giving that back. And I think you are, someone that people are very protective over. I've sort of noticed on social media, people sort of rally to your help and rally to your to your name. And, if you talk, I'm Parkinson's UK today, if you say your name, everyone coos. It's like, you are so loved. It was
weird the other day, someone who didn't know I had Parkinson's said I had an evil face. Even when I smile, your face is evil. And I thought, well, I'll just correct you on that and tell them what's going on. The facial movement, stops, and your smile can be a bit forced and stuff. And it got a massive response on social media, and the guy was really apologetic. And I felt a bit sorry for him in the end, actually, because he'd done it not in a light-hearted way, but I felt that the power of social media got on his back a little bit. So I sort of regret answering him in many ways, but
2 minutes of
I
his
just
time.
felt it needed to be publicised. So
2 minutes of his time and a little bit of research, he could have not been in that position, couldn't he? Really?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, being in the public eye and having something like Parkinson's, which is so changeable and so difficult to manage, do you have any sort of tips or things that you do daily that really help you? Because you're on TV, which is like the Parkinson's person's worst nightmare.
Well, things I do, I rest on the day of a show, so I do spend a lot of time sleeping in the build-up to a show, get my meds right. I've got my meds off to fine art now, so I know exactly how long and what I can eat before I go on air, so steer clear of the proteins and get the patch on at a certain time of the day and make sure the regular. I tend to take one extra in the evening, one extra of the levodopa tablets when I'm on air, but don't overdo it. And just rest. And I do quite a lot of exercise, do a lot of walking. So that's one thing I tend to do. I do Pilates as well, which really helps me with my movement. So I walked across England a little while ago to raise money for Parkinson's UK. So it was amazing. Went from St Bees on the Cumbrian coast right across the Lake District, right to Robin Hood's Bay. So it's 200 miles in 13 days. Raised £212,000 for Parkinson's UK, which I'm really proud of.
That's all right, isn't it?
100 people joined me on the way, and it was just this tide of positivity went across the UK. And just a couple of people with Parkinson's just said they had to come and join me. So I'd never met this guy. I don't know where you are, or you maybe watch this. There's a guy called Sam who turned up in the middle of the Yorkshire Dales and just said I had to join you and do a leg of the walk. So brilliant. Wherever you are, Sam, I hope your Parkinson's is okay. And I hope you had a good day doing the walk, because it was great to meet you.
Let's hope he sees us.
Yeah.
So you kind of touched on it a little bit there. One of the things when I was diagnosed that I found incredible was the community that there is around Parkinson's, and how people kind of spring together and kind of help each other and are there for each other and offer advice. Was there anyone you kind of turned to when you first got diagnosed, or was it very much a kind of a you finding your own feet sort of experience?
Well, the online community is amazing. I tend not to surround myself with too many parkies, because sort of when they're further down the road, it's a bit of a look into the future.
Yeah.
Totally. A few positive parkies. I like watching your videos because you do mad things. and I always feel guilty when you've been out doing a comedy stand-up or something, and I've had a day resting or whatever, so you do motivate me, and I have to say that. There's a guy called John McPhee who walked the length of Britain from Land's End to John O'Groats.
I love John.
And I got on the bandwagon because he'd only raised 600 quid on his Just Giving page, so I rallied the social media and ended up raising 25 grand.
Amazing.
And he came on my walk, which is a brilliant guy. So there's a guy called Wobbly Williams, another guy who lives in Glasgow, who's got his own charity. And he's a massive darts fan, so he turns up at the darts. And I always meet up with him, and he's a real positive role model. He's had it for 12 years. He had the GDNR implant. Yeah. And just a really positive guy. So, positive people. And younger people than me, I like surrounding myself with work colleagues and stuff. It's almost like I get jump leads and attach them to them. Motivates me to do mad things. So
I don't feel like you need any encouragement, Dave.
No, not much.
I almost managed to encourage you to come on the boat, didn't I? I think you were almost there.
Well, climbing up that rigging would have freaked me out.
Oh my god, it was terrifying.
They've definitely got a few more adventures in me, that's for sure.
Yeah? Have you got anything planned, or just, whatever gets offered?
Well, I've sort of got one eye on doing Kilimanjaro.
Oh god.
So that's something I've always fancied doing. I really want to go to the Galapagos Islands as well.
Yeah.
And go around the Galapagos Islands, which is on my bucket list.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a bucket list, but there's just things I wanted to do. I've done a lot of travelling with the family because you've got to realise in years to come you won't be able to travel the way we can now.
Exactly.
Which it's a one-way ticket that way, but life's a one-way ticket anyway. We're just on a bit of a speedier path to disability. But I went walking with a Maasai in the Masai Mara with the kids, looking for lions, which was brilliant. I went in Canada in a river called the what was it called? Black Coombe Ridge, where the bears feed on salmon. So I always wanted to see bears feeding on salmon. So we got a kayak and went down, watched the bears feeding, which is absolutely amazing, mind blowing. So just stuff like that, things I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I've done that, spent all the money on adventures.
I'm totally wholeheartedly agreeing with you on that. I think money should be spent on adventures rather than stuff, definitely, if you can.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Big time.
So, with regards to your job, do you kind of consider that you will kind of carry on doing it as long as you can until it becomes too hard, or do you have any sort of plans, or...?
Well, basically what I used to do the boxing, Sky Sports News and darts. So I've come back to just doing the darts now, which is basically 65 days on the road a year, and I'm doing a bit of writing as well for a couple of websites. So I've sort of tailored my work around me a little bit more. And Sky have been really good. I mean, things like I used to have to hold a microphone, which now they've got me a face-mounted microphone, which is just a simple thing like that makes a massive difference. I don't have to worry about my hands if I'm a bit shaky. I shove my hand in my pocket or jam it down the side of the chair, which, to be honest, I don't like hiding my shakiness. But part of me, I don't want it to bother people when I'm on air, so that's what I do. My voice is still pretty strong. It's not brilliant today, but I'll do voice exercises, so get it nice and strong. Facial exercises before I go on, which helps.
I bet that's the sight before you go on, all your facial and vocal exercises.
Yeah, making my jaw move and everything, massaging my face, yeah, perfect. People think I'm mad,
You've got to do these things.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But, what I'd like to say to people is that diagnosis isn't the end. You can, there's so much you can do. There's so many adventures you can have. And so the worst thing you can do is hide away, keep it to yourself, not talk to people, and just sit on the sofa. Because, that's what my dad did, and it ended badly for him. Ended up depressed. And, it's important that you get out there and face the world if you can. It's hard, I know, and not everyone wants to do it, but if you can, do it.